Okay.
I can't wait for Josh to watch this.
I know, right? And get spoiled on Berserk.
First and foremost, like the things we're gonna discuss today are like all the things that everyone on the internet has already spoiled everyone about.
That's true.
Actually, we haven't gotten to the like one part yet where Griffith does the thing with the bad thing,
I don't know actually because I haven't read it.
I guess I won't tell you. By the way, we need like a counter for every time someone has been sexually assaulted.
Are you keeping count? Because I've lost count already.
Okay, wait. Like, let me think. So we got Gut,
Guts, yeah.
uh,
Casca a couple of times.
yeah.
Guts again, I think.
I think that's also only been done twice. Done once by Donovan.
You mean Guts?
Yeah. And there's probably like some people, like some like randos from like the earlier parts that I like forgot about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it has happened a few times now. Alright, Tegan. How long do you think this chase sequence is gonna last?
It's pretty long. I'm just doing it while we talk.
That's fair. Right. Have you started the podcast yet, or?
Yeah.
Wow, but we haven't even done an intro yet.
We'll do it right now.
Alright, welcome to the Nuts Berkin Time Podcast, where we talk about the Berserk chapters we read in the week.
Yep.
We have read the prologue, and up to chapter 16 so far. Which is actually a good amount. Like, it's like 30 chapters.
Yeah.
But, like, early chapters are pretty long.
Well, because after the prologue, they're like 20 pages, so...
Yeah, after the prologue, they're normal. Towards the end, I think the end of the prologue also was mostly normal.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, the first, like, 6 or 7 were, like, long.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the first 4, definitely, because, like...
I mean, a few of them had, like, 2 chapters per volume.
Yeah. Which, honestly, I will say, that is a good thing. Like, I think more media should do that. I think a lot of manga just, like, only do the first chapter long, and then, like, afterwards they immediately cut down. I think especially at the start, doing, like, longer chapters. I mean, longer chapters are good in general, but especially at the start, to, like, get you into the story, I feel like it's a very good idea to, like, have the more meaty, have more meaty chapters. You can convince people better to follow your story that way.
Mm-hmm. Do you think this is the first example of things that wouldn't fly if Berserk was published today?
It is, definitely. That is going to be a segment that we have to discuss a lot.
This weekend, things that wouldn't be able to happen if it were published in the modern day.
Berserk would just not be published in the modern day.
No, not even close. They don't make manga like they used to, you might say. Back in my day...
Even though, like, I mentioned, like, the whole, like, longer chapters be gooder, for Berserk, that's not necessarily true, because the prologue had the long chapters, but the prologue is kind of mid compared to, like, the post
I liked one volume, I think it was volume 3, where we, like, actually saw hell and all that. I thought that was pretty cool. But beyond that, it was just edgy backstory. Like...
For one, Berserk, like, first chapter of Berserk is actually, like, really funny. Like, it's so.
You mean how it ends on the fucking elf going Berserk?
He goes. That was so funny.
Oh my god!
You can't do something corny like that. Like MHA waited like 270 chapters until it said My Hero Academia.
Oh, so do you think this is instance number 2 of things that wouldn't fly if Berserk were published today?
Yeah, you imagine if like JJK chapter 1 was like, and now we will
Jujutsu the Kaisen. I mean...
Or imagine if, like, the first chapter of Spy X Family ends with, you could say that this is a Spy X Family.
I think more manga should do that, honestly. Because I always do, like, the spit emoji face, IRL pog face.
Bring back corniness.
That's I agree. True. None of the
I wonder what
manga's
Isekai light novels are going to do about that. Isekai light novels will be like, how are we going to have, like, multiple sentences, like, in there, like, fluently?
They're not. That's the thing. That's why manga is a superior format.
It is. Fuck light novels. We don't need, like, an entire bio as a title.
I agree.
But yeah, what happens at the start? Guts like walks into a bar, and people are like rude to him and the elf, and then he just kills everyone. Pretty badass.
Do you know how long after like the Golden Age stuff that part happens?
The what part?
The part at the very beginning. Like when in the timeline was that?
I mean, I guess it's like a few years probably after the Golden Age stuff.
I guess.
It seems like some time has passed since then.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we should definitely like still stay on the first chapter because there's a lot of things in the first chapter I remember being super funny. Like how like Guts is presented as like he kills a bunch of demons, and like the like example is Guts has like sex with a woman, and then the woman turns into a demon, and like, Guts fucks her to death.
That's so awesome of him to do.
That was like so comedic.
There is a lot that's comedic, especially with like the way things are drawn right now. Some of the panels just look like character faces look really goofy a lot of the time, stuff like that.
Oh, spoiler for like I guess the stuff we read today. Like today's volume really focuses to me that like when characters look intense, their skin color changes from pale white to dark.
Does it?
Like,
I didn't even notice.
Tegan, now that I've told you, you will not be able to unsee it. Every time Griffith looks like Siri, suddenly he has like the dark skin.
Oh, there were. I do. It was like super like. I mean, he's just trying to draw like a shadow on the face to be like menacing, you know? That's how I thought it was.
I think that's maybe the idea, but it's not done like that is how people draw dark skin tone.
Yeah.
It doesn't really look like goofy. A shadow. It happens a lot, so it's like always funny. Like Griffith puts on like blackface just to like be intense.
To be evil.
There is something
the most evil thing Griffith has done.
Berserk is definitely probably intensely racist to some degree. The fact that the one guy, like the offer was like, who could be the scariest man to touch Guts? EDP.
I mean, there's fantasy racism from like the first page with the elf.
I don't think it's I forgot. Like, that's kind of like the thing that like I didn't even think about, like the Golden Age stuff. The Golden Age I was like so rooted in reality for the most part, but then like we roll around to like the future, and it's like, oh yeah, an elf, you know.
Yeah. And actual like devils and stuff.
I mean, people are still surprised by the devils, but not as much as like in the the Golden Age stuff now, because when that one naked barbarian guy transformed into the devil.
Oh yeah, no one believed him when he said it. That's right. Yeah.
This can't be real. So I guess it's possible that, like, when Griffith does the evil thing that people say he's gonna do, that the world generally changes to be like a more fantasy magical world.
Yeah, because it definitely was at first for the first couple of volumes. It felt very fantasy, but yeah, with the most recent stuff we've read.
Currently very normal, you know. It's just a normal like war.
It's medieval. There's armies and horses and stuff, but I mean, there was still the devil guy, but
I mean, yeah, that was like definitely like perceived as like something out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
A lot more than later stuff. Like every time I think about like Berserk, there's so many things about Berserk where like I think the author didn't intend them to be goofy, but I kind of just see them like as not goofy.
There is a lot that feels goofy right now. I think the art's just kind of not quite there yet. So a lot of the specifics and facial expressions, it's not bad. Like it's definitely good art, but it's a little wonky sometimes.
I guess it's a little bit of irony poisoning. Like the guy like goes like on a crusade and he comes home and his wife is like having a devil orgy and he's riding on a Satan cock like statue. That is like something.
That was so cool.
People will, like, I think it's supposed to be like super shocking, but like to me just super goofy and funny now. It's like
he's got an actual goat head having an orgy with everyone.
Honey, I am home. Oh shit, my wife is cheating on me with a devil orgy.
Happens to all of us.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was so funny. Which I guess is not supposed to be funny. Yeah, then the devils like he faces in the prologue, they're pretty scary and strong. I mean, Guts like, that's like I guess something that really is like in the prologue. Like Guts just completely gets his ass whooped like every time, and then he just stands back up.
Yeah, he's a seinen protagonist.
Yeah.
Which is a stronger version of a shonen protagonist.
I can see how, like, in the first chapter you're, like, enticed because, like, the way Guts is presented is, like, he's, like, armed to the teeth and he's super strong. I feel like the fact that he's missing a hand and, like, has, like, a gun strapped to it, that is, like, kind of, like, yo, that's kind of crazy.
That's pretty awesome.
I wonder when he's gonna lose his hand. Which we're gonna probably see in the Golden Age stuff. But yeah, like, just the Golden Age stuff has been, like, way more enticing than the prologue stuff. Which kind of worries me, because for one, everyone only talks about the Golden Age stuff on the internet.
That's all I ever hear about is the Golden Age.
And I'm pretty sure after Golden Age stuff, it goes back to, like, the pre-prologue stuff. Well, like, the prologue stuff, basically.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
So, also, like, I guess everyone is, like, a fake Berserk fan because they only like the Golden Age stuff, which might just be the real prologue.
It feels like it is, because it's the backstory.
I mean, the whole part, I mean, like, it's like, I think it's, like, generally a smart thing that people generally do. Of, like, you throw someone, like, right into the story, and you cut back, and then, like,
yeah, I mean, it's not uncommon to do that.
It's a smart thing, because, I guess, like, people, like, learning about things is something that people can be, like, super negative about. They're like, I don't care, don't give me, like, a lesson. And, like, I guess you're more, like, inclined to pay attention and not be a bitch about it when you first get thrown into, like, the cold water, and then, like, instead of, like, being told something, like, you didn't ask for, now you have, like, the questions, and then you're being told what you asked for.
Yeah.
I guess it's a smart way to do it, with the main problem still being that, like the stuff was, like, kind of mid compared to the Golden Age stuff, which I think has been so far actually pretty fun. It helps that Griffith is actually, like, a cool character, which I guess is gonna be sad that when he turns into the evil Griffith.
I mean, he's pretty clearly malintended from the beginning. Like, there's no question that he's, like, his goal is to rule the world. Like, come on.
Oh, I like him.
I like him too, but you can't say that he wasn't evil from the beginning.
And he's very charismatic. And he's super gay coded. Like,
for sure.
Like,
yeah.
if Berserk came out today, Guts and Griffith would just be, like, gay bros doing gay sex.
It would be like Gojo and Geto.
Or it isn't even gayer. Like, they like, day 2 of their meeting, they have, like, a water spouting match where Griffith is naked.
That's true.
I like how the offer, like, just what really seemingly wanted to draw a lot of Griffith being naked.
There was a lot of it, yeah. Because, like, they did the scene in the bath or whatever, and then the scene ended, but he didn't put any clothes on afterwards, so he was just still naked.
It was not just, like, him being naked. Like, the offer drew a lot of, like, Griffith doing, like, erotic poses.
Oh, yeah.
Just, like, barely censoring his penis with his feet. I did like the, like, one image you did of, like, putting a big censor bar over it.
The giant censor bar. That's really funny.
You could have made a censor bar even bigger.
I could have, yeah.
Griffith must have had the biggest.
Probably.
Guts was enticed. Oh yeah, Guts is homophobic.
He's homophobic, but in a gay way.
Yeah, from the very start, Guts is like, are you gonna... I can't even say it out loud, or we're gonna get cancelled out here. I have to say, that is, like, I guess something, like, old, like an old way of talking, but I think we should bring that back. I think it's generally the funniest thing.
F slur?
I mean, it's not just the F slur, right? He said, are you gonna turn me into your F slur boy?
Oh, yeah.
It's so funny. I think, like, these days, people could identify with that term. Like, people would be like, I am that.
I agree.
I think people could do that. It's like, such a funny word. But don't do it in a homophobic way.
Or do.
Actually, honestly, if you're homophobic and you say that word, I'm gonna be, like, less enticed.
Then it's at least a little bit funny.
Yeah, then it's funny goofy. It's kind of like how the pronouns guy is super funny. So, like, we're less focusing on him being, like, a bitch, but, like, just, like, laughing at him.
Oh my god.
This Transformer is kind of scary.
Dude, I lost to this guy before. It's like... It's so annoying.
Don't lose, Tegan. You gotta lose, like, 20 minutes of progress.
I know, but that's okay because it's more Nuts Berserk podcast time.
Oh yeah, I mean, actually this is related to Nuts Berserk because the Cloud Sword is basically the Gut Sword, right?
True, that's true, yeah. That's I chose this on purpose.
Oh yeah, very clever writing, by the way. Guts used a normal sword when he was a child, so he used
Yeah,
a very
yeah.
good sword as a man. Ooh.
Oh fuck!
Like, I guess it's like in general, there's like some themes explored definitely where like, oh, why does Guts have such a big sword? And then you get the backstory, and like, oh, that's why. Why does Guts not know to be touched by people? And then you get to the backstory, and like, oh, that's why he doesn't want to be touched by people. That one is a little worse than the other. That was a little bit bigger of a goal than the other one, obviously.
A little bit. Oh boy, I have 1 HP.
Guts has his own astronaut, but instead of him being like portrayed as like a good bastard, his astronaut is just a bastard.
Guts
Oh,
is?
dang it, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
Childish Gambino. His astronaut is Childish Gambino.
I forgot about that.
That part is so that made me laugh so
The
much.
panel where he says childish Gambino.
Yeah. Childish Gambino.
I wonder
That's
if
so
that was someone like making a scanlation of it later on, and they thought, "Oh, this would be funny if I added this in."
I'm pretty sure we're reading the official release date.
Are we?
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty
When
sure
did
this
this
is the
come
official
out?
release. It should be the official release for Berserk.
Was this
because
from
it has,
like
all
the
the volume.
80s? Or is this one of like the newer ones?
Yeah, it's probably like the old one.
I don't know.
It has like all the volume and like like generally like scan groups don't include like all the volume covers and stuff, right?
That's true.
So when you see like a volume cover, you're like, oh yeah, that's an official release.
Yeah.
Also for legal reasons, we are reading the books, obviously.
Yeah, I own them. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought all of them legally.
Bando came over to my house, and then we shared the Bleach volumes. Or fucking
We did also share the Bleach one.
Bleach. Yeah, everything we read. Oh my god.
All right. Oh yeah, maybe you should talk about like stuff that happens actually a bit more after the Okay, so Guts does like a bunch of edgy stuff, kills a bunch of demons, and then at the end, one demon uses the flesh egg to summon the evil gods, the God Hand people, which are three very ugly dudes.
I like the brain guy.
Oh yeah, he is like cool but ugly.
Yeah.
The other ones are like super ugly. That one is like cool ugly. Like one of them is like small ugly. One of the but yeah, he's like kind of cool. He's like, kind of menacing.
Mm-hmm.
There's one just sexy demon woman, and then there's Griffith, who's like wearing a dark version, I guess, of his. I know it's like purple in the anime. I think like dark purple.
Is it?
But yeah, yeah.
Do you see
He's
what I
basically
what I meant when I said that Griffith looks like a fucking Digimon wearing that outfit?
He does look like a Digimon.
Because then Cora posted some like Digimon cards with that style of Digimon. I was like, that's literally Griffith.
When I saw like the Griffith like screenshots in the past of him like I thought he was like wearing like a latex king suit always. But apparently it's like his armor that like turned into like his like demon armor now. Because yeah, I also didn't know that in his like past he just had like that armor but like in white because he was a good guy, quote unquote.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always thought like because like I also only ever saw that form of Griffith in the context of him doing the one bad thing, so I always thought, oh, he puts it on for like the kinky sex.
Mm.
Yeah, that was my genuine belief. Now I don't know. Now I don't believe it anymore because yeah, I think it's just the armor he wears when he turns into like demon Griffith.
It looks pretty cool though.
That's something we also not here yet because we haven't gotten to that part. Is he like a full demon? Because how did he join the God Hand? It was if the God Hand was always 5 members, which we also don't know. Like,
it could have been like he ascended somehow, took the place of someone else who was previously. I mean, it's clearly. Oh, how am I low HP? Oh my god.
It's definitely something like currently not clear to us, and I'm like sort of interested in finding out. Like the lore for Berserk so far is like semi-interesting, I guess. It's like there's these evil people who are basically just demons, and yeah, they ask you to sacrifice things, and then they are owned by they own you. And they send you to hell.
Sounds like a pretty normal deal with the devil to me.
Yeah, it's a very deal with the devil type of energy, and the way they do it is they mark you, like they put like they carve something into your skin, and it's like a magical seal.
The brand.
Yeah, and Guts has it in the future. That's something we already know.
Mm-hmm.
And we also know apparently that like if you're close to a demon, like the like it starts like hurting, and like when you're like next to someone with the God hand, it like really destroys you because they're like the upper demons.
Do you think once Griffith becomes a demon, Guts makes a deal with Griffith?
No. I think Griffith. I mean, they did say that basically like him falling, and like you know how, like the one guy was asked to sacrifice people that are like close to him.
Yeah.
I guess it's gonna be like that, like because especially for Guts, like Griffith, like it's like a verbal agreement that maybe for like demons that verbal agreement is like already binding. That he did like Guts did technically agree to be owned by him. So I guess Griffith like can just like once he like talks to the demons, he can just be like, oh yeah, I sacrifice Guts to you guys, and then I guess they call the thing into Guts. That's like my theory currently.
Oh, that could make sense.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah,
see that.
the tomboy woman, yeah, she doesn't like Guts because she's into Griffith, but now I guess they've been naked together for a bit now, so I guess they're gonna like each other at some point.
Maybe.
That's how it works, Hagen. When you're naked with a woman, then it's an implication that you're eventually gonna be like that.
Oh.
That's, I mean, at least in the manga.
Interesting. I did not know this. Oh fuck, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
I can't back up. I can't slow down. It's so stupid.
You should bring up a guide for the boss fight.
No.
Just put the lower the difficulty.
No, that'd be cheating.
Maybe.
Well, it would.
What else is there to Berserk? Those assassination plot stuff, and Guts felt sad because he killed a child that reminded him of himself.
Well, he killed a child, which is pretty based.
And it's based, but like he is sad because the child reminded him of himself, which is a reference to the British TV series Utopia.
Is it?
It is.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
It's okay. Maybe someone of the British people watching this has seen it, and in that case, I hope you enjoy the reference.
I hope so too.
Yeah, crazy how Berserk would copy that.
Yeah, kind of fucked up.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, life imitates art, as they say.
Oh wait, are we allowed to say bad things about Berserk, or is it like a hate crime against a dead person?
I mean, we
you
can.
know how the internet. Yeah, it's okay. You know how like the internet gets when you say something bad about a dead person? It's like, brr, you're like actually like grave robbing them right now.
Yeah. I mean, say it. Say what you're gonna say, Bando.
I don't know. So far, I honestly I can't say like super bad things about Berserk so far. It's like it's not like shade or anything. It's like fine, you know.
Yeah.
I haven't been super enticed yet. It has definitely gotten better from the start. I would say that the start was less good, and now it's better. It's funny. It's very funny, edgy.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely helps that I'm approaching it like from like the goofy way.
The Nuts
like,
Berserk.
If I took it super seriously, I obviously would be like, that is kind of a bit too edgy. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Guts birth part. We haven't talked about that one yet. The Guts birth is like actually
the
most,
way that
like,
Guts is actually just Guts.
The way Guts is born is the most edgy thing I've ever seen
so
someone
funny.
write. Alright, so what if Guts' mother was like the victim of like a mass murder, and like her and everyone like she knew, I guess, were like hung up from trees, and the Guts like is born from his dead mother's womb and like falls down, like falls from her womb to the ground. Then like I guess like a sex slave of like a random mercenary comes by, and because she had a miscarriage, she is like, oh yeah, I like this baby, I will keep it. And
It was
like,
pretty funny.
There's a one segment where like he like drops Guts into like a pool of blood and guts.
Yo, blood and guts, just like
Yeah, that's probably why he's named Guts. But yeah, like super edgy. Like it's probably like a reference to like Christianity, like you know how Christians get put into water. But Guts got put into like dead people's blood.
Baptized in blood and guts.
Yeah,
that's very deep.
It is. Right, let me think. What else do we have? There was like one really. Oh, yeah, in the prologue, Guts just mean to people. Like he's really he's just an asshole.
Yeah, he's Guts. He's Guts Berserk.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Like obviously, like like Guts is like I don't know. He feels different than like the prologue. Obviously, he's like not good with people, but like he's not like Guts will just like tell people kill yourself. Uh, no, don't talk to me. You stink. You're worthless. I'm not like you. Like that's how he like talks in the prologue. I mean, like he's just kind of socially awkward with like in the Golden Age stuff.
Yeah.
He's just bad with talking to people. And then like the very big guy just grabs Guts like we're gonna have a party.
And then they have a party.
Yeah.
It's very wholesome and nice.
I think like definitely the Band of the Hawk stuff is supposed to be like a little wholesomely, like a little family, you know.
Yeah.
I think like by now where we are, like Guts definitely cares about the Band of the Hawk people. No, not just Griffin. Like he cares about the I mean he's also like a commander.
I mean he saved Casca.
I mean yeah.
So clearly to some extent.
He's like the commander of a unit, so I guess he also definitely cares about the guys under him.
That's
and
true.
he did he had a bunch of his guys die at like the castle to like the demon guy. And he did like I will go in because like you guys are not following me, you're gonna die, and I don't want that.
Mhm. Oh my god.
I was thinking you're getting like whooped. I think we haven't mentioned like the fairy. Like the fairy's like a main character, I guess probably. Like Guts' companion, Guts' Nabby.
You mean the elf?
Yeah.
I mean, it seemed like it when they were introduced.
What's the elf's name? Forgot.
Puck from ReZero.
I don't think it's Puck from ReZero.
It is.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's Puck.
From ReZero.
Yeah. I don't know. Puck is like a general like elf. Like they're nice. They're a little goofy, a little trickstery. They like feel emotions of people, like.
Oh yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, that's like an important part. And because that's constantly like it makes people feel bad and also feels himself bad. So like, the elf feels pain from that.
That's
like,
kind of deep.
Yeah, we saw like in the prologue, like Guts like escaped from like a weird slave area, and we saw like what looked like a weird slug thing he constantly sees, like stalking him. Like,
oh yeah.
That's something that has to be like still told us. And it definitely looks kind of scary. And
yeah.
Weird and squeamy.
Mhm.
Yeah, he doesn't like the weird slug creature that like stalks him.
Yeah, it's weird. I wouldn't like that either.
Yeah, understandable. Alright, what else is there in the early parts of Berserk?
There is some nice boobs.
Asuka shows her boobs a lot.
Yeah, there's more Casca boobs than I was expecting.
Yeah, constantly. Even on chapter covers.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, because Casca has very small boobies.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about the Casca stuff yet. Obviously, I mean, it's old. You can tell it's old. By, like, the way... It's definitely not Vinland Saga when it comes to its, like, messaging of women can do things.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Berserk was released in, like, 2013. Actually, no. Berserk was released in 2013.
Is this the third edition of Berserk couldn't come out today? Women in war.
I don't know. I feel like just women constantly being like, I don't know, like you can be sexist, but I guess like constant, bad things scenes probably is a bit too much. Like you can be sexist toward women. You can just have like.
I mean, there were bad things scenes with Guts Berserk too.
And yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that is probably the part that is like the problem more than just women can't be fighting.
Yeah. It's Cloud. Ah!
Towards the end, there was the one guy who said that was kind of like very cringe. I mean, I know that she was like having a fever or something, but still, like, there's a guy who shows up. And he's like, "Damn, women can't be fighting," and then she gets like whooped by him, and then like
Dude.
she's about to like get destroyed by him, and he's like, "I will spare you if you become my sex woman object."
Yeah.
That was a bit much, I would say. In general, I mean, this kind of reminds me of Tokyo Ghoul, where like the weird sexual assault thing of like character has like they have like an identity thing going on, and then like very creepy sex
It's
pest
because
comes
of
along.
sexual trauma in the past.
Yeah, and then they get like destroyed and like put into like a sexual assault situation.
Yeah.
And then this case not quite like it was like only like being threatened and it's gonna happen if you like want
I
to
mean,
live.
it got close.
I mean, it was definitely not as bad. Like Tokyo Ghoul was so bad with it. Like gets like kidnapped and put into like no that was like the worst. Like
Yeah.
not even like this like it would actually have been like Kazakh would have to have been taken by the guy and like been with him with like for like a week before being like rescued, I guess, for it to like be the same. Which yeah, that was really bad.
Yeah.
Good that we didn't have to do this during Tokyo Ghoul, because there would have been a lot of talk about Tokyo Ghoul
Being
failing.
ass. I'm glad we didn't, because I didn't want to talk about Tokyo Ghoul that much.
Yeah, it was not as interesting. It was less funny. Honestly, I think the edginess of Berserk is funnier than the edginess of Tokyo Ghoul.
I agree. Because Tokyo Ghoul feels like it's just taking itself way too seriously. And Berserk is like...
And Berserk, I think Berserk also actually takes itself seriously.
Yeah,
like, it's
but it doesn't
goofier.
fail as hard, I don't think.
Yeah, it's just goofier, I guess. It's a lot easier to like look at Berserk scenes and feel of them as goofy compared to Tokyo Ghoul, which honestly Tokyo Ghoul, like the edge in Tokyo Ghoul never felt goofy. It just felt edgy.
Yeah, I agree. Oh my god. This
I think
fucking...
we have covered most of the things that happen. I mean, I guess you have like the nobility plot, which who cares about the nobility people? Griffin is definitely going to like get the princess to like try to marry him.
Oh,
But
yeah, of course.
I mean, we can already tell it's gonna that like the whole plot is gonna fail, and then like in that moment the bad things are gonna happen probably, because that's what the demon guy said. Like when Griffith's plans fail, when his dream gets crushed, then you're gonna get like whooped guts, and that's probably what's gonna happen. Like Griffith is gonna come very close to like getting this dream of like being like a king guy, and then it's gonna be taken from him, and then he's gonna be bad. He's gonna do the bad things.
Yeah.
And I guess it was like, I honestly like can't tell you like how long it's probably gonna take until that happens. Like I have no like idea of how the time frame for Berserk is. Like I have no prediction for it. I don't think it's gonna be that far away, right? Like I doubt we're gonna have like.
I mean, there's still a lot of Berserk to go.
Yeah, but I think most of Berserk is not gonna be this. Like I get the feeling it's gonna be like a few more volumes of this at most. Like,
I mean, I don't know what most of Berserk is going to be.
I'm pretty sure most of Berserk is the prologue stuff.
Huh.
Sadly.
Interesting.
I'm pretty sure. Because I mean, like, that's the whole point of the prologue, right? Like,
Well, the point of a prologue is to be a prologue.
Well, yeah, but like, it's the future, so we know that that's what's gonna happen. But like, it would be like weird to show. Would be weird to show like the distant future that's gonna arrive in like chapter 100 or something, right?
Not that weird.
I guess Naruto did that. I mean, Boruto. Boruto.
What do you mean?
Well, Boruto starts like super Boruto starts like a scene of like Konoha being destroyed and like Naruto fighting. No, Boruto has to like fight as the last ninja, and it's like the opening of Boruto. And they're not at that point yet in Boruto.
It's okay. I still have like 15 volumes of Naruto.
It's okay, Tegan. You're gonna love Boruto when you get to it. I'm sure.
I can't wait to be like the biggest Boruto fan.
You're gonna be the biggest Boruto hater, justifiably. As far as I know, Boruto is even worse.
I mean,
And you should watch the anime for Boruto.
We watched
all this
one episode,
filler.
remember? It was
Yeah.
super bad.
Yeah, of course. It's Boruto.
What if Boruto manga is super good, Bando?
It's not.
How
I
do
read
you
a few
know?
chapters.
What if it gets good?
I don't think so.
Well,
Like I said, I already read like probably like 8 chapters total.
that's like nothing.
It's a good amount.
There's-
You remember, there's like 60 total. That's like
There's 80,
same thing.
and it's still going.
It is kind of sexy. I'm gonna post this in the Music Art channel. Can you post? Can you pause this boss fight?
Yeah.
Right. Music art. Oh wait, I probably should censor this because otherwise people are gonna complain about guts. That's kind of funny, right?
Oh, that's so funny. Yo, nice. I'm so sad we can't watch Jujutsu Kaisen today.
Yeah, fuck you, Zoe.
We should kill Zoe.
If Zoe is listening to this while doing homework, fuck you, Zoe.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Zoe's probably not watching any Minecraft video because fuck Zoe.
That's true. I don't know if she does. Fucked up, honestly.
Yeah. Ooh, guys, I have to go to Zoom class instead of watch Jujutsu Kaisen.
Grr.
I hate that shit. Was Josh available today even?
I think he was working. Yeah, but he
I hate-
doesn't even like Jujutsu
Yeah.
Kaisen.
He hates Jujutsu Kaisen.
We can watch her that. Well, yeah, because last time he was literally like, "Yeah, I hate Jujutsu Kaisen." Like he wasn't even trying to hide it.
Josh put it like that. He actually had this Joker moment there. Like, guys, I think I just hate Jujutsu Kaisen. Joker face.
Well, now we don't have to
Really?
invite him to the party anymore because he hates
No more-
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, it's over. No more Jujutsu Kaisen for him. He's failed. You know how like people say I can fix him?
Uh-huh.
Can't fix that guy.
Unfixable. Do you think I'm gonna beat this guy this time?
No.
He's at half health and I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, but that fire attack does a lot of damage. If you get caught in that, ooh, you're a goner.
Well, then I just won't get
You're
hit by
a
it.
I think we talked about basically everything.
I think so. I don't think I have anything else that I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Other than Nuts Berserk.
Please share your God's gift of porn with us in the Who Is This channel. Thank you, everybody.
Should we end the episode?
Yeah, I think this is a good place to end it.
Nice. Goodbye, everybody.
Alright, thank you for coming. Bye bye.